everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to make a very healthy vegetable soup. For this vegetable soup today I'm gonna use my electric pressure pot. This pot makes cooking super easy. If you don't have one at home, I encourage you to get one if you're cooking a lot like I do. The ingredients for this recipe are half of cabbage, 2 tomatoes, 5 sticks of celery, 2 carrots, a bunch of cilantro, 1 baked potato, 2 small onions, about 4 to 5 garlics, and 1 cup of quinoa, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 6 to 7 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to turn on my pressure pot, plug it in, and then push the function button, and there are options which one you want to cook. You just stop on that option. I'm going to pick saute because I'm going to make the chicken broth. I'm going to saute the onion and tomato and the tomato paste. This electric pressure pot really made the one pot dish super duper easy. I'm going to drizzle my olive oil on the bottom of the pot, then cut the onion in small pieces and put it on top of the oil. I'm going to let the onion saute for about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to cut my garlics and start cutting my vegetables. I'm going to use half of this cabbage and I'm going to pick the bigger side of it because I love cabbage. I like to shred my cabbage. I'm going to take my potato peeler and just shred it. It's very easy. It makes the soup looks very beautiful. You could cut the cabbage in small pieces with a knife too. The onion is ready. I'm going to cut the fresh tomato to add it on top of the onion. The onion is ready to be seasoned. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of salt on top of the onion, and then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of black pepper, and then add the fresh chopped tomatoes. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste and let this saute for about 4 minutes. Add about 5 to 6 tablespoons of water on top of the onion and tomato and let this cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to add my fresh garlic and let it just simmer for another 2 minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to cut the rest of my vegetables. I'm going to take my vegetable shredder and I'm going to shred the carrot the same way I did the cabbage. The onion and fresh tomato saute is ready. I'm gonna pour about 6 to 7 cups of water on top of it to make the chicken broth. You could add as much water as you want. I want my soup a little bit thick, not too watery, so I'm gonna pour about 6 to 7 cups, but you could add less or you could put more water if you want. I'm gonna cut some of my vegetables in big chunks. It tastes really good when you have those big chunks of vegetable on your soup. I like big chunks of potato on my soup, so I'm gonna cut this big potato in big pieces and pour it in the pot. All my vegetables already and cut it, so I'm gonna put everything in the pot and mix it very well. It looks very beautiful and healthy. It's like a hot salad you're making in a pot. I'm gonna take the cup of quinoa and rinse it with cold water and then bring it to the pot. Quinoa is a very healthy grain. It's you could substitute this with meat. If you don't want meat on your soup, you could put quinoa. It has a lot of proteins, a lot of minerals, and vitamin B. It's good for your body. If you don't like quinoa, then you could add 1 cup of brown rice. Mix everything very well and add a handful of fresh cilantro on top. Put the lid on. Make sure you securely lock the lid. Push the function button and stop at soup and then push start. It takes about 20 minutes. Your soup will be ready. Once your soup is cooked, then automatically the pot goes to warm function. You could push a cancel button to stop the process and then release all the pressure. This little button, you have to turn it to release. When it stops making that noise, your food is ready. You can open the pot. It smells really good. Very, very healthy soup. Add a little bit fresh cilantro on top. Mix it very well. Then plate your soup. It's ready. I'm gonna serve it with bread and 1 tablespoon of sour cream on top. It tastes really good. I hope you try to make this soup at home. I let the leftover soup cool down completely and then pack it in small containers, put it in the refrigerator, and I'll take it to work for lunch tomorrow. It's a very healthy and homey lunch. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate your support.